business. And I just don't think that there's a lot of companies that even reach out to Reddit right now. I think it's still very much Instagram and TikTok and wherever else the social media money is going. I have no idea where else. Google AdWords, YouTube, things like that. I just think that Reddit was a very undervalued, basically social media. It's not really social media, I get it. It's an app that has news and has like-minded, what do they call them? Groups. There's not groups, but something else.
Here's your pullback.
As threads? Reddits? No, not circles. What do you, thread? I think it's a thread.
Is it a thread?
Anyway.
Yeah, they are threads. I mean, that's what they physically are. Subreddits, that's what, forums is the better word.
Forum is a good one.
I'm just reading the chat, by the way.
Yeah. That's why I sort of slow down, because I know eventually when the feed catches up, everyone will be like, this guy's an idiot. They're just forums. So there it is. So, but yeah, and I just thought that was just a misunderstood thing. So right into there, that's 136 break was completely gold. I mean, even if you don't even wait for that and you sort of get this garbage out of here, and you take this break as well. But anyways, Ozan and everybody else, great move up there for Reddit. I'd say if you're not in it, let it cool down, because honestly, there's earnings, the next round of earnings is just around the corner. So you got to watch out for that. There's Ivan, man.
Another
It's a good one right there as we went bearish on Reddit. So that was a good trade here at the end of the day for me.
Ivan.
And here we go, man. 10 seconds.
You said Reddit.
Go ahead. Yeah.
10 seconds.
Well, you can talk about it. I don't know.
Well, I'll get to, thank you for the super chat, David. We'll get to that in just 2 seconds because the imbalances are about to hit. And the imbalances are now out. So what's there? Nothing over. Oh, there we go.
What's up in balances?
That's not much of anything.
D-Wave.
Yeah, D-Wave 1.1 million. That's about it. That's it. D-Wave. Yeah, KO 1 million to the sell side. That's pretty bland. So kind of a nothing burger. I mean,
knock you out.
I guess maybe.
KO'd.
Grab 750,000 to the sell side. Not a single. There's Intel for 600,000. But it's to the buy side. Wall punch out flat of a short. And nothing. Little bit of a nothing burger on the imbalances, everybody. I'd say that's a little disappointing, but I wanted to get to the super chat because David just literally just had this, and I think it's a really good point. Apparently there's a couple, so I'll double check. Okay. Might have missed one. Dave's smart trade of the day. Usually David's silly trade of the day, no, but this is a good one. Right, did not trade one thing today. Head wasn't in it. Next week watching OKLO and MP. See, that's perfectly fine. If you don't see anything, then don't do it. If you're not feeling, if you don't ever read, then nothing there.
Smart trade was to do nothing. Okay.
I actually just wrote MP on my iPad because now I'm looking at that as well after seeing that 10% move. There in Oklo has been down a bajillion% the last couple of days, so I think that makes some sense to watch next week. And because we might have missed another super chat, I'm just going to quickly find it live. Is Amazon good long? Thank you, Christopher Mulligan. Is Amazon a good long here at a discount price? My rule of thumb is, if I like this stock forever and want more of it, and it gets to the 200 period moving average, I'm buying it. Full disclosure, I did this when it had its earnings.
My friends bought it at 175.
But yeah, like, do
Here
I like Amazon at the
pullbacks.
200 period moving average? Yep, and I already bought it at the 200 period moving average last time it was here. So that's just my 2 cents.
This is the
but
daily.
It's very different when you're holding forever than if you're like, oh, can I buy it here and sell it tomorrow? That's a very different story, right? So just as long as you understand, I think it's a good discount. Some of the beating up, they paid like a $2.5 billion fine. That's a slap on the wrist. People are worried about the cloud growth, but they got a million levers that they can pull. Some issues with the worries about the consumer, I would understand. Right now, I think the biggest thing that had happened to them was the beat up. Every single time a major cloud provider reported the comparison to Amazon, their last quarter growth, which was like 18% or something year over year, someone else just beat them, and everyone else was in the 20s, or I think Microsoft actually was over 30% growth.
Yes,
and that's what they get beat up for, because 18% isn't good enough. 18% is fantastic when they got a bunch of other things levers they can also pull. So I like them there at the 200 period moving average. As I said, I already bought there myself.
Yeah, you just bought a couple days ago, right? And it's right where it is. I think this is good enough. Like this level, if you always wait for the ultimate bottom.
I mean, effectively, yeah, it's a thing. Come back to the chart for a second. Like,
The
effectively,
52-week low is 161.38.
like, you're splitting hairs to say the 200 period is at 215 or this bounce is at 218.60. So if I'm holding for a really long
Got a
term,
gap here?
it's the same thing. Like, as far as I'm concerned, like, when I see it dip down in there, like, that's the 200 period moving average. It doesn't have to get to the exact price because it's not like I'm getting out of it the next day or anything like that. So it's not the same as support resistance trading, but yeah. Only about a minute and a half until these, oh, that wasn't there before. So NVIDIA is a 1.9 million sell. That was not there at 3 o'clock or at 350, but now NVIDIA is a sell of 2 million shares. That just popped up. We've seen this before. Apple now all of a sudden is there at 1.1 million, so a couple of sell amounts is late. NVIDIA barely moved. So barely, NVIDIA does absolutely nothing on that sell imbalance. But every now and then it's worth checking, like a minute or so after 350, you might see some of the NASDAQ names lag a little bit on the imbalance locator.
Yeah, I was gonna say like not much. So I just took another piece out on IBIT. Now we're very, very light and not really doing anything with IBIT. So I'm just going to stop out of the rest. I just put a bid, not stop out, bid out. I just put a bid right now at 61.95. Make sure everybody, thanks for watching with us and thanks for rocking with us.
We did not
again,
hit
all week, and
a 52-week
that.
high. Still very close.
Time, we haven't asked you at all today, which is not why. I don't know how many. Let me just refresh that. I was gonna say we must have more than 69er right there. How many likes do we have? 411. Okay, that's pretty bad. If you guys can hit the like button, let's get it going now. We haven't asked at all. This morning I asked, and you guys delivered. So I want to say thank you for all of that. So thank you for everything. Join Adara and myself, and then I believe Steve Tileman will be coming through today. I feel like he is coming through today from Trade the Pool to talk.
263.32 is one target to the upside.
So shout out to Steve. Thanks for being a great guest. And he's going to be coming on today again at around 4:15, and we'll talk to him for 10 minutes or so. Adair and I will review all the big stories of the day. So, join us. No major earnings or anything tonight, obviously, but we do appreciate everybody staying late. And, we'll do that. And we'll talk about the major stories, including Intel, including these guys building a monster wall of something behind us. There it is, man. There is the out right there of...
Nothing happening there.
IBIT. Yeah,
Nothing.
Do not look at Brendan standing there. Brendan is now the new supervisor because Randy's not
Well, Randy's
here.
got time. Randy, it's Friday.
Brendan has to supervise.
It's Friday.
So that's what he's doing right now. So we say thank you to Brendan for supervising.
Yes.
All right, yeah.
Hopefully, if you have the opportunity, I know we do it, trading with your own money can be dangerous. You can trade with someone else's capital. It's an easier way to trade. That way you have less fear of losing. That way you're not moving your stop loss too soon out of fear. And on top of this, you can end up getting enough capital to make it worth your time. So you can aim for bigger profits, not just a couple $100 a month. This revolution is called limited risk trading, and it's powered by Trade the Pool. So this is how it works. Join Trade the Pool, hit the profit goal, and keep 70% of the profits. Simple as that. Visit TradeThePool.com or scan the QR code now for 10% off. So I want to thank Trade the Pool for sponsoring that segment of the show. And I'm going to, thank you. I don't mind if I do. I'm just going to have two. Ramin, this is how nice Ramin. So I know Shreve bags on Ramin, but she just walked over and handed me like chocolate almonds because she's sweet and she's very nice and kind and always sharing. Before we go to Adair for news, Micron just popped $2.
Let's check it out.
$1.50 right at the end of the day here. I do believe we're supposed to go up to Adair in a quick little second, but Micron rallying just went red to green going into the close. I didn't see it on the locator, so it might be something unrelated to an imbalance here for Micron, which just popped up. For sure. So
here's the target.
Making a rally at the end of the day. Are we going to Adair? I thought. Yeah, let's go to Adair at the desk.
Yeah, keep an eye here on the NASDAQ. We're getting more tariff reports. Donald Trump's administration reportedly considering tariffs on foreign electronic devices based on the number of chips in each device. So they're basically going to be tariffed per chip is the proposal here from the Trump administration. Hello, Sean. Again, guys, keep an eye on any of these foreign companies that have chips in their products. Trump administration considering putting tariffs on these electronic devices based on the number of chips per device. Back to you.
And there you go. That is why we have Adair, because that would have obviously explained what just happened in Micron. That massive spike that you can see just there. Wow, that's a little bit intense. That is literally everybody. Oh no, Weeble went as well. That's got to double check there. Only about 2 minutes to go. Yeah, there goes Weeble. 4% today for Weeble. Not bad at all for these guys. I think this is, we were talking about like things that are on the verge of going. Yeah, this looks pretty good. You get that close above the 50 pin moving average. I think this is going to make its run to that $18 to $19 level again that we just recently saw. So good look
1536,
for them. But the story just there.
1567,
wow, Micron,
and
US
1597.
chip content tariffs. It's like everything's got chips in them. Micron moon to said upside. And remember, it's not like, yeah, you're not like almost every single thing that we have is interconnected now. And chips run the world. So we'll see. We've seen this before where if you overreact to any kind of tariff news, you can somewhat get burned. But a good look here for Micron as it spikes on that headline.
I own it at 81.51.
It's how you know, like, looked over, it wasn't an imbalance. There had to be a story on Micron because there was no buy imbalance. Only seconds left here in the day, about 30 seconds to go. Thank you guys. It's been a fun one. But remember, you're not going anywhere in a couple of minutes here. You get to have Sean, you still get to have Dara, and then I believe Steve as well, ask questions, go over the week, prepare for next week as well. As Merkus says, Open Door is going to be its moon. It's moon time for Open Door? Maybe it is moon day for Open Door, but you can also ring this bell, brought to you by VFS. And
Oh, Tesla. I got to check it out. That's my alert.
Excuse me.
Oops, not Tesla, Tesla.
I like choke on that chocolate almond that I was just eating, which was delicious, by the way.
I accidentally sold it today,
moon day,
or some of it.
Open Door.
I didn't mean to.
You never know. But what you do know is that if you stick around
Oh, look,
here, we'll
it hit my target of 931, which was where I was meaning to sell, and I accidentally sold at 927. That's a quote. Okay, I sold this lot.
Thank you, everybody. But as I said, you're still locked and loaded, ready to go. Don't go anywhere because the market recap.
I don't know how to turn off my alarm.
Sean and Steve Talman, get your questions ready. Review of the overall markets, including the story that just dropped on all chips. All new chip content.
So I will try to buy down. Oops.
So the Commerce Department's considering a tariff on imports based on
There we go.
the value of their chip content, which could be wild. That's going to affect so many things. So you have all weekend to stew about that, I'm sure discussed at the desk as well. So your market recap show, Sean and Dara, Steve Talman, is going to start now. Lots to cover. Enjoy.
All right, that's it for me.